Iconic nap dress maker Hill House launching their holiday collection this week. The direct-to-consumer brand has taken the internet by storm after its hit product, the nap dress, became something of a viral sensation. The success of that single dress really put the company on the map, but it has quickly expanded, recently closing a $20 million funding round. For more on this, we want to bring in Nell Diamond, Hill House founder and CEO. Nell, it's great to see you. So let's just first zoom out for a bit, because I have to first admit, I am a nap dress wearer. I love it. I like to say that I'm part of Nap Dress Nation. But talk to us just about the explosive growth behind your brand, which really started to take off during the pandemic.
Absolutely. So we founded Hill House Home in 2016, and in 2019 we came out with a product called the nap dress. And the nap dress is a dress that's intended to be worn at any time, day or night. It's really comfortable, really pretty, and it makes you feel great. I'm wearing one right now. Since our 2019 drop of our first nap dress collection, our business has just grown significantly. We've had 3 consecutive years of 300% year-over-year growth. It's been a wild, wild ride. And half of our senior executive team has had more than one baby in that time period. So it's been a busy couple of years for all of us.
A very, very busy couple of years. I mentioned the fact that you guys just came out with a new line yesterday. I'm on the site right now. A number of styles have already been sold out, or certainly sold out in specific sizes. When you take a look at this demand, when you're trying to plan for your future launches, I guess, how much are you trying to meet that demand versus trying to fuel this sort of rush to your site?
Yeah, it's super interesting. You know, when we first started selling out at our drops, somebody said to me, "Oh, you guys are like millennial mom's version of Supreme. You're always very hypey and you're constantly selling out, and there are lines around the corner." And it was really interesting because it had never been part of our strategy to sell out. It was truly over demand and under supply. And that was just with the kind of sheer volume of growth that we were experiencing. I think our kind of end goal has always been to get this product in the hands of anyone who wants it. Now, that said, certain patterns, certain fabrics, certain colors, we just could never supply the level of demand that is there for those products. But we try to make sure that everybody gets something they like, even if it's not the exact pattern. So it's been an interesting couple drops for us.
No, I want to talk to you about brick and mortar plans. I know you've had a couple of pop-up stores. You had a pop-up store in Nantucket over the summer. You have a pop-up store in New York City in the past. What do those plans look like as we approach this very critical holiday season?
I'm incredibly bullish on brick and mortar. I think the past couple of years, people have been so focused on ordering online. You know, we're all used to coming home from work or, you know, going from the living room to the bedroom and just having piles of cardboard boxes. And that unboxing experience, it doesn't feel very romantic anymore. It doesn't feel super exciting. I know personally, I love going into stores and seeing what's new, touching, feeling it, and then trying it on. So it was amazing for us to be back in person over this summer. We popped up in Nantucket. We had over 1,000 customers in a day, and it was over 70% new customers. So for a brand like us that's digitally native, direct to consumer, you know, we don't have distribution outside of our website. That's just a huge opportunity to meet new people. And, you know, we had a really great conversion rate, significantly, you know, 5 or 6 points higher than we had been kind of planning for. And for us, it was just a real moment to say how awesome that when we get this product in front of people, they love it, even if they've never heard of us before. So I'm hoping for more stores, really excited about expanding and meeting people in person.
Now, you mentioned the fact that people can only get it from your site right now. You're strictly direct to consumer. Any thoughts, any plans to partner with some of those larger names out there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we'd love to have one great distribution partner on the wholesale side. I think for the first couple of years of the business, as I mentioned, we've been around since 2016. It's been all about focus, all about our direct channel. We've really benefited from having a direct line of conversation with our customers. But now that we've really built up that strong, solid foundation and want to meet new people, and that we're at the scale kind of revenue-wise, I think the distribution from a wholesale perspective makes a ton of sense. And it's all about finding the right partner.
Now, in the intro there, I mentioned the $20 million in funding that you recently announced. I'm sure some of that will be used for your brick and mortar plans. How else, though, do you plan to deploy that capital?
Yeah, absolutely. So in those 3 consecutive years of 300% growth, for many of them, we were a team of 5 people. So it's been, you know, a ton of hiring has gone on in the past couple of years. I like to keep the focus on profitability. I like to keep us fiscally responsible, financially sustainable. So no plans to go too crazy with team building. We're now a team of 30 based in New York City. I'm coming live from our office, but build out the team, build out our verticals, a couple more categories coming, and then stores. It's all about stores.
Now, it's certainly a very, very competitive market that you're in. A lot of your competitors are larger. They have more capital than you do, at least today. What do you attribute just the success of your brand at such an early stage and your ability to capture such a wide audience on social media?
I think in some of our biggest growth years, we have spent less than 5% on marketing. And I think for us, that's the greatest compliment we could ever have, because it's all about the product. We call it the group chat effect. It's where a group chat, somebody's wearing a nap dress and she tells her other friend on the chat, you got to get this dress. It was so comfortable. I felt so good for this presentation. I felt so good on my first date. And then all of a sudden we see like an influx of people to the site. And in the early days, we would say, oh, there's some group chat popping off about us right now. So we want to really keep that spirit alive, despite the fact that we're a much bigger company now. Really focus on the product first, the quality, the pricing, keep the pricing super competitive, and keep making things that people feel comfortable in, but also great about themselves at the first time. Because that's the spirit of the nap dress at its core, is about feeling comfortable, but feeling good.
And that's certainly how I learned about it the first time. It was from a group of friends, and they all said you had to try it out. And I'm very, very happy that I did. Now, before we go, I want to talk to you just about supply chain issues. A number of retailers have come out saying that that has been a huge challenge for them, not only during the pandemic, but certainly heading into the critical holiday season. Have you dealt with any challenges like that, and how are you navigating that?
Absolutely. I think in the past 3 or 4 years, there hasn't been a season or a new shipment that hasn't had supply chain challenges. So for us, it's just about expecting the unexpected. I think for us, we've built these very strong relationships with our suppliers, and it's never been more clear to me that relationships are everything. Some of our factories have been with us since day one in 2016, and we really partner together. We say we hold hands at every step of the process. So when, in the early days of the pandemic, when they had COVID closures there, we were flexible with them about delivery dates and vice versa. I think that for us, the focus is to insulate our customer as much as possible from those shifts, really trying to understand that people have enough to worry about right now. Let's just try and focus on getting the product in their hands. If we have to shelter a little extra cost to make it happen, that's okay for now, because we have a long-term view on the happiness of our customers.
Nell Diamond, we wish you all the best. Thanks so much for taking the time to see us. We really appreciate it.